Hey, everybody, welcome back to Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom with Carlito and Tom. Hey, guys, I have Greg Geraci here today. Am I saying that right, Greg?
Geraci.
Geraci. Wow, okay. I thought it would have been Geraci or Geraci or something like that. Okay. I thought it would have been Geraci or
Yeah,
Geraci or
there's a lot
something
of.
like that.
I got you on three different devices here.
Yeah, no, yeah, I forgot to tell you, you got to turn your speaker down on your phone. I just did that too. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, everybody. I've seen a lot of people in the comments already. I see now Santa Riga, Tom, Abe, Abe Sears. I've seen a lot of people in the comments already. I see now Santa Riga. Yeah, you're going to have to turn down your phone or something because I'm hearing the lag. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn down your phone or something because I'm hearing the lag.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn down your phone or something because I'm hearing the lag.
Oh, you getting an echo?
Yeah.
Oh, you getting an echo?
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn everything down, Greg.
Is that better?
No, more because.
Can't turn it down. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot of feedback or echo, however you want to call that. Hey guys.
You good now? Still getting
No.
echo?
Yeah, no. Or your speaker, turn down your speaker. Turn down your speaker if you have a speaker. Or your speaker, turn down your speaker. Because it sounds like when you got microphone close to the speaker. That's how it sounds. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Better?
Yeah. A lot better. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Greg. So yeah, everybody, welcome back, and sorry for the delay on the shows that I haven't been making many shows lately because since what was it, Doug Hodgechek about a month ago or something. And the reason for that is because I've been really super busy at work, and it's been hectic, and it's been tiring, and it's been, y'all know how that is. So anyway, I just want to get that out the way. That's why I haven't been making shows for about a month now, because I normally make my shows every week or every 2 weeks. Greg, that's the reason I'm telling the chat right now, because they're basically all friends, pretty much. But yeah, guys. Hey, Primal Cry. Hey, North Carolina Cryptid and Paranormal Project. Tom, what's up, buddy? Abe Sears, I see everybody on there. Hellbent Hauler, Joe and Jesse, how you guys doing tonight? Thank you for being here tonight. Al Sanariga, thank you guys. Just a few names just to get started. Sorry about that noise in the beginning, guys. We didn't know it was gonna do that, but because it wasn't doing it backstage in the studio, wasn't doing that, but we got it fixed now, so we're good. We're good to go. And yeah, so everybody, thank you, and all the new subscribers on Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom. I'd like to thank everybody for that. All the new subscribers on North American Dogman Project Region 4. I'd like to thank everybody for that. NADP right there. And we're doing good, everybody. We're just trying to reach the 1,000 mark on YouTube right now. That's our main goal. But yeah, thank you everybody for your continued support. And that being said, Greg, we got Greg. Can you say your last name again, Greg? Can you hear me?
No, your name.
Your last name?
Geraci.
Okay. Thank you.
Geraci.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, because I wasn't too sure, and you corrected me. It kind of surprised me. I was like, wow. I thought it would. Is it Italian?
That's Italian, yeah.
Oh yeah, I figured it was Italian because of the I at the end. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, well, hey, let me get you to start the show by giving us a brief bio on yourself, Greg, and tell us how you started. Tell us about your YouTube channel. Tell us about your Facebook group and all that good stuff, bro. Can you do that for us, please?
Yeah, you're getting in and out of how I got
Oh,
started. What I'm doing right now is years ago I did a lot of paranormal work and investigating. I've had taken about over 220,000 photos. Did a lot of research on paranormal and did a lot of videos and audios and everything like that. And I used to hunt quite a bit. And when I used to hunt, I would go out in the woods early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and sit up in my tree stand, and I would hear stuff, and I would look around. You didn't see anything at all. And a few times I got scared back there, and I like kind of got out of the area there, and I didn't go back anymore because of what I seen, especially when I was bow hunting one time. And I seen these two legs, and it wasn't no deer. Just something was walking behind this laurel bush, and it scared the jeepers out of me. So I got down in my car and I took off. Never been back there before. And that was up in the Pine Barrens. That was up around Wharton Park. It's a very heavily wooded area, um, and there's a lot of things happening up there. In fact, I want to get more of my research in that one area there as well. Um, and I just used to go up the road from my house. Is a place up there called Mananico Ponds. Yeah, I used to hunt and fish there years ago. And I've been going back probably for like 50 some years now. And there's things that I've seen, things that I thought I seen, and things that I heard that just didn't match up or anything. And then I started seeing footprints around in the sand and everything that's back here. And I said, putting two and two together, I said, you know what? Let me go back there and see what happened. So in 2013, I was a cross country coach at the college over here, and I had a cross country course set up there. It was 1,000 meters for the boys and was like 350 meters for the girls. And I used to have the team practice there all the time. I'm looking around, and you see things out of the corner of your eye moving, and I wasn't too sure what it was, but I said I got to go back there. So one lady, I went to a coffee shop, and a lady came in there, and she wanted to know who I was. So I told her, and she said, well, she does the masters running. She was to be a cross country runner. She's about 40 years old. Could I help her out? I said, yeah, I got a course set up in Mananico. I said, we'll go back here. She said, okay. So her and her husband meet me back here. He leaves in his truck. Her car is next to mine. I got my truck there, and I take her to the course. And I'm looking around the stand, and I see these footprints. They were huge, and I'm looking at the stride. I actually had to jump from the right foot to the left foot, about 6 foot to get to each stride, and it was following deer tracks in the sand. And I'm looking. I said, you know what? And she said, you look like you're scared. I said, well, I'm not scared. I just don't I have an idea what was back here. She said, wow. I told her Bigfoot. That's all I had to say to her. And she got all frustrated. She said, well, I don't want to run now. I said, well, I'll take you to the course. We'll run around and we get done. We'll go. So that's what we did. Meanwhile, her husband comes back, and we're sitting by his truck there, and we're talking. And I look down towards across the tracks. There's some tracks there. And I see this thing peeked behind a tree, looked at me, and darted right there. I said, did you see that over there? To her husband. He says, see what? I said, something was over there. I said, it's not there now. It just moved. He said, I didn't see nothing. I said, maybe I'm seeing things, but I know what I saw. I couldn't tell if an animal or it was a human being. So he leaves. Now I'm in between her car and my truck. She's on the other side of her car. And there's a little pathway that I still use to this day. Comes over the tracks of a hill and comes down by my truck. Out of nowhere, now this is in middle of December. It's cold out. Out of nowhere comes this guy, like a dapper Dan, hair slicked back, good looking dude, man. And he had a t-shirt on, not a t-shirt, a dress shirt on, with dress pants. And as he came over the top of that hill, what stood out was his feet. He had no shoes or socks on, but his feet were huge. When I say I got size 13 feet, but these babies had to be 20-inch feet. They were wide. I'm like looking, man, and she's looking, and I'm looking, and he walks right by my truck, never acknowledged us, goes to the little intersection there, turns around, never looks at us, and just goes where the tracks are, looks down at the tracks, and goes to the right. Of all the days I didn't have my camera, that was the day where I should have had a camera. But I believe that, with Bigfoot and the other people out there, they can do things that turn themselves into whatever they want to do. And I truly believe that. And that got me into what I'm doing now more so than ever. So I went and got cameras and everything else. And I've been back here ever since. And what I've seen back here, Carlito, is a lot of things are unnerving. I mean, if anybody else seen it and heard, they will go back. The locals here where I live, they don't believe in that there's a Bigfoot in the area. And
Hey Greg, I think I'm getting a little bit of lag, or you're kind of freezing up a little bit. Um, can you repeat what you were just saying a minute, 30 seconds ago? Because we kind of lost you. The signal kind of lost you a little bit.
you there? Yeah, it's going in and out, huh?
Yeah, but okay. Well, let me ask you this, Greg. So basically, you've been researching for many years, right?
Yes.
What would you
Yes.
say many years? Maybe 20, 30 years now, or more?
I'm going to say probably 25, just about 25 years
Okay,
with
okay,
everything.
cool. And I just want to kind of reiterate to everybody that you're from New Jersey, right? Because you mentioned the Pine Barrens, so people kind of might be wondering where exactly you're talking about. And I remember you telling me you were from New Jersey. Do you live in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're from New Jersey, right?
I was born and raised in Jersey, yeah.
Okay, okay, all right, yeah, because you got a couple of guys here tonight that are from Jersey too. Tom from North Carolina, Cryptid and Paranormal Project, and Al
Right.
Santoriga. Yeah, Al Santoriga, he's on there too. They're really good buddies of mine. But yeah, they're from New Jersey. They're from that. They're from the East Coast. All around that area, New Jersey, New York.
Jersey,
Yeah, and yeah, no, and I picked that
they
up
don't think
since I first started talking to you. I heard you say New Jersey. I said, okay, yeah, he's from Jersey. You got the New York accent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely cool,
I'm from
cool. Greg.
South Jersey.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, so basically, you had quite a few encounters with Bigfoot, right? That's what got you into this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and ever since you had your encounter and you've been researching, have you gathered any new information that of everything you've heard, of everything you put together and say, yeah, that's true, that I don't know, but this is true, and on top of that, they do this, they do that, because a lot of people know the behavior, the behavior of Bigfoot. You know what I mean? A lot of people know that already. They know about the gifting. They know about the tobacco. They know about the a lot of things that are known from Bigfoot already, but what could you add to the table on what you've learned about Bigfoot behavior?
But
Oh,
I've I've learned a lot of stuff that I've the trial and error, I guess you can call it, because I'm by myself 95% of the time, and there's things that I've seen. I mean, people say that they're flesh and blood, and they can be,
right,
but I know it's a fact that they are dimensional beings, because what I've seen in front of me, um, I've gotten pictures that I have sent to you, and I've had them manifest themselves on trees. I did a video a couple weeks ago about a dog man coming out of the tree, and I went over there with a EMF meter, and you can see where their portal is, and this is what I believe. You have tracks that start from nowheres and end nowheres, and there's nothing around. How many people said, dog man's near a tree, or Bigfoot goes behind a tree and then just disappears? Where do they go? You got something that's 9 foot tall, supposedly they weigh 500 to 1,000 pounds. How do they disappear? Where do they go? They go into a portal. They're dimensional beings. That's my belief. Now, I mean, a lot of people don't believe that, but unless give me a body, prove
right,
something that I'm wrong with what I'm thinking and what I'm
right,
doing.
right. Yeah, and I completely agree with that, because like I've mentioned before, like even Dogman, right? That a lot of people want to sit there swear up and down all day that they're only flesh and blood. Then you got the crowd that say that they're interdimensional. Then you got the crowd that says that they're what is it called, evil, like that has to do with the devil and all that stuff. And then you got the people that say that they're like with like alien pets and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so there's all this broad spectrum of ideas that people think that these things might be from, right? And then you got the ones with the portals, like you just mentioned, right? They go in and out of portals into different dimensions, which, I think, honestly, they're a little bit of everything. I think they're a little bit, or they could be, some could be, going through portals. Some can be, in cave systems, dwelling underground, and they've been here, flesh and blood, all this time for thousands and thousands of years. They could be many things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying they're all of them are all of the above. No, I'm just saying that some could be this group or category, some could be that group or category, and some could be that group or category. See what I'm saying? So there's different types of these cryptids as far as Bigfoot and Dogman. But I heard you mention about the portals, and you told me in our personal conversations and pictures that you sent me on Messenger, you've told me that you think that there are portals, right? That they use trees as a portal to go in and out of, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. And you know what's funny is that that's not the first time I've heard that. I've actually heard that quite a few times, and I actually mentioned it not too long ago. I'm gonna say maybe at the end of last year or something like that. A good friend of mine told me about that. I was like, wow, really? He's like, yeah, man. That's why they
Right.
disappear. That's why they disappear when people are chasing them through the woods, and you see them go behind some tree, and then they just disappear. They just disappear out of thin air. And you're like, where the hell did it go? I was just chasing it. Well, they went into a tree where there was a portal. I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. A lot of these encounters, people tell that these beings, sorry about that, these beings disappear like into thin air. So yeah, I agree with you on that, on the portals and the trees.
What, Polito?
I'm
When
sorry.
I asked them, I sat down on a log one day and I did a audio session with them.
Right.
when I found that female Bigfoot on a tree,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I asked, I said, "How do you do what you do? How do you cloak like that?" And they laughed. It was like a they said we have spiritual powers. It's not they don't call it cloaking. They call it your
Spiritual
spiritual.
powers instead of
And
cloaking. Right. Wow. Okay.
that's why they use portals. And
Mm-hmm.
they know. I asked them one day. I went out to try to experiment with them. I said, "Well, I said I walk in the light. That's why my name is Man of Light."
Mm-hmm.
I said I walk in the light. I says, and do you know who Jesus is? I just wanted to see if they knew. And they say that's our Lord and Savior. They said that to me. I got on a recording. So there's just so many ways of looking at things, and they give me gifts all the time at my home. Um, I'm about a mile and a half up the road from where they're at. They
Mm-hmm.
come to my house. They put all these stick figures and stuff around my yard on a path they know I'm going to take, and just gifting, and it's pretty cool what they do. And I asked them. I said, are you an animal? They're humans. They said they're humans, different type of human, but they're very highly intelligent, and they know a lot of stuff, and they know what you're going to do before you're even there. And when
Mm-hmm.
I'm home, if I'm working in my yard, um, I get like a fool. Come to the area, come to the research area, like that. And I gotta go. My wife said, "Where you going?" I gotta go. I go back here. I'm walking around, and it's just like I'm in another dimension because everything's. You can hear a pin drop, and I know they're around because it's that what they call it, camaraderie, whatever you want to call it, the friendship we have over the years. But let me tell you something. The first time I went into that area there, right? First time I went to that area there, I had two cameras and I had an audio recorder, and I wanted to try to see who was there. So I put my one camera near the swamp, and I had it going there, and I about 75 feet over to the left of that, almost in the front of it, off to the side a little bit. I put another camera hooked up. I had my audio recorder on a stump, and it was covered up so somebody walks by, we able to see it. And I had that on there. So I'm talking to him. I said, I'm gonna leave this overnight, 15 hours. I'll come back in the morning. You're here, show yourself to me. And if you want to talk, the report on here. The next morning I get up, 8 o'clock in the morning, I go out there, I go to my audio recorder, thing's shut down. It's a brand new battery. They had the switch. They had to put a switch in. They cleaned the switch on. So then I went over, got my one camera near the swamp, and it was still on. Then I shut that down. I went to my other camera, still on, shut that down. Now I go home. All brand new batteries, everything's in them, right? And I go home and I play my audio. Only 7 minutes out of 15 hours. And most of those minutes was me talking to them, telling them what I'm going to do the next day, come back. And they told me on air that we're going to shut this off. We're going to shut your camera off. So I go and I check my camera out, and one camera near the swamp had 13 pictures on it. The 13 pictures are the ones where I was coming back in the morning to get my camera. So they shut that whole thing down and turned it back on for me to think that they was on all night long, and it wasn't. The other camera that was crossed away from it had 442 pictures in 15 hours. So they manipulated things, and people don't understand that. I mean, I've had my cell phone, my cameras, even my wristwatch dead in certain areas, just gone. I mean, they came back on after I left, but during that time there, the energy they just take it and they can manipulate everything. It's just pretty awesome. It's scary at times too, believe me. I've had a couple of close calls that scared me a few times too. But
Right.
I've been thrown. I had my bike one time on my trail, thrown off my bike. I'm 220 pounds, picked me up, threw me, just missed an oak tree into a ravine, and I landed into a thorn bush there, briars, with my head down in the ravine, and my feet up. I couldn't get up. Like something pinned me down. There was nothing there. I couldn't see nothing. And I'm trying to get up now, pushing my hands, and I'm pushing into briars, and I'm getting stuck like anything, man. So somehow I just crossed off to the side, grabbed a hold of a root of a bush over there, and pulled myself up. And on my audio recorder was still going, and you can hear him say that they told, "Get up, old man." Tell me to get up, old man. And they said that the juvenile, the young one, did it. And the young ones are the ones that try to go and they do things to you. They do.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool, but I've had some close calls on things too. I can go on and on about the things that I've seen back here and what they've done to me.
Right. No. Yes. Please do. That's why we have you here to find out more about you. Yeah. Absolutely, man.
But I had one experience when I go back in the swamp area there. I got dog men right there, not far from me, and you can see them. I take pictures of them, and I sent you one of the pictures that the one I sent you today.
Right. So yeah, which we're gonna show here in a few minutes, guys. I got it set up already backstage. We're gonna show the pictures.
I'm walking. I hear something walking behind me. I look back here and here's this dog man. I'm looking, and I stop. You there?
Yes.
Okay. And I stop, and he stops. So now all I got is a machete with me. I'm walking my machete, right? I started walking. I look back. He's walking. Follow me. He's probably about maybe I don't know, 100 foot away from me, maybe. And he stops. So I'm looking at him. So I'm way back here in the swamp, man. I'm nowhere near my truck. I got a long walk to get to my truck to get out of here. And I start walking again. I hear him walking. I turn around. He stops, looking at him. This thing was about, I'm going to say, 8 to 9 foot tall. And it was huge. I'm scared now, man. Every hair in my body was standing straight up. And then all of a sudden, I hear something moving to the right of, it would be to his left of him, and to the right of me. Here comes a Bigfoot, comes out. Now I'm looking. Are they going to both come after me? They're going to fight? What are they going to do? They look at each other, and then they're looking at me. They're just standing looking at me. So I'm like, I didn't know what to do, man. Mm-hmm. So I started walking. I'm looking behind as I'm walking. They're both following me, side by side now. They're probably about maybe 30 feet apart, and they're following me. I'm dead meat, What am I going to do with a machete? No, I'm not going to do nothing to them. They're powerful. So I kept walking, looking back. So finally got to a clearing. Was getting closer to my truck now, and I started to walk a little faster. I turned around and looked, they were gone. Never saw them after that. So I got in my truck. I said, see you later. I didn't go back for about a week. But if they wanted to hurt me, they would have done it. I believe they get along with each other, and I also believe from my research now, going by what I've seen, they work together. If one cryptid, one of them say you're okay, they trust you, I believe they'll all trust you. And that's what I believe from what I've seen. And again, you have footprints, like even in snow. They start from nowheres, they end up nowhere. So look up in the trees, there's nothing in the trees. They do hide in the trees, though, too. And where did this thing go? That's why I say they're dimensional beings.
Right. I agree with that. Hey, I have a question from my buddy Abe Cias. Let me look for that real quick. He's from Spiritual and Cryptid Encounters YouTube channel. He says, any native Indian burial grounds nearby where you live, Greg?
American Native burial ground.
Where you live?
Not in the town where I live, but in a close by town there is. I mean, there's a lot of spirits back there. There's a lot of things that happened over the years back there. And one thing too, there's a satanic group that goes back there, and the police won't even go back there because they have an area where they do their stuff, rituals and stuff. But it's not
Oh,
in the area where I go. It's in another part of it. There's a lot of things that happen back there, but I mean, I've seen, when I have my camera set up, I've seen people who look like Egyptians. I mean, they had one guy had a headpiece like an Egyptian back here. This is in a swamp. So there's so many things happening back there. It's just unbelievable, you know. And just like I said, uh, they give me gifts and everything else, and they had not too long ago on a path that I take, they gave me a gold medallion. I don't know, I told you about that before, I think, didn't I? I'll show you. And it was on there. It was a Saint Benedict medal. So I looked it up. What it was right on the path where I go, right there. And it was a medal to give me protection against evil forces that are there. That's what it meant. I looked it up. So who put that there? I'm assuming it might have been Kevin, the Bigfoot, or it could have been Roxanne. That they welcome me all the time back here. They're always walking around me. You don't see them all the time, but you hear them. So this is the family that I got back here, my extended family from home. I call them that. I trust them, they trust me, and uh, when I first got going back to where I had my camera there the first time, they threatened me. They told me if I ever go back there again, that they would kill me because they don't want anything happening to their children. They don't want to play no games with their children. They thought I was playing games with them. So I reassured them. I brought them apples and stuff for the kids back there and everything else. So it took me quite a while to gain their trust. But now they know me. They know my name. I never gave my name. They know my first and last name. They know where I live, and everything's cool right now, you know. But I'm always wondering, well, if I go in another area, are they going to know me or they're not going to know me? You know what I'm saying?
right.
But it's it's
And yeah, that's really interesting. Thank you for telling us about that, Greg. I was going to ask you what you just mentioned, if you have ever, gifted them, or have you? As a matter of fact, well, you just said you did gift them, but have you ever communicated with them, Greg?
a bad one. I didn't hear you breaking up on it, Claudio.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Have you ever communicated with them?
Communicating with them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like sitting down talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I record them. I have them record. I can get conversation. I ask them what they want.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
I ask them what kind of, what do you want me to bring for the kids? They tell me apples. Bring apples for the kids. They tell me this stuff, and I give them gifts. I give them they like golf balls and baseballs. Um, they take them and they don't give them back. Sometimes they do. But I had on one of my videos that I have on my channel. I had a golf ball, the white one and a pink one, and two beams of light had my camera going. Two beams of light came in, horizontal to the ground, went to the ball, made the ball disappear, and then put it back. So
Wow.
if that's them doing that, then they're from another dimension as well. That's another clue telling me that they are from another dimension, dimensional being.
Right.
They like a you know um, they give me gifts, even like Christmas Eve last year. I went back there. I brought some stuff for I call them kids or their children, and I give them like little like balls and stuff like that, toys. I give them some apples and whatever I have around the yard here, and I come back to my truck on this one path, and right by my truck they gave me a gift, and I don't know if I got it right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me get it
Okay.
up there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
yeah, it's all twisted up like they had it. They put it right there. It's like a vine
It's like
that
braided or something. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty neat, man.
it's all woven in. See how they do it?
Woven. Yeah, there you go.
This is the gift that they gave me for Christmas Eve.
Nice. Wow, that's nice, dude. I like that.
I got a whole mess of things over here that I got from them. Um,
That's awesome.
but they're cool. They're like a family, you know. But
Yeah.
another thing too. You hear people they want to go out and shoot them and want to kill them. I would venture to say that anybody, because they read your mind, they know what your thoughts are before you even get there. Um, if I went there with a gun and said, you know what, I'm going to go the first one I see, I'm going to shoot him and kill. I would never make it out of the woods. You would never make it out of the woods
Yeah.
because they're so family oriented, and just like you have children, your
hmm
family, anybody
hmm
comes into your house and they try to do something, they're going to take care of you.
Yeah.
And I believe a lot of hunters go missing every year because of that same situation.
Yeah.
And we had an incident. We had an incident in New Jersey. I guess about maybe half an hour away from where I live in the Pine Barrens. Was a husband and wife. They lived there, and they lived in a log cabin. They had an ATV, and the husband used to go in a field behind his house, and he had it for deer, right? And he had bait all the time. He had cameras set back there. So it was just before Thanksgiving last year, the year before. They go out there, gets his wife now. His wife couldn't walk, she had a cane. Okay? And the thickest there, you can't even see your hand in front of you. That's how thick it is back in this one area, the brush and all. So they had his ATV. He goes back there with his wife, his gun on the ATV. The daughter was looking for him, couldn't find him nowhere. The gun was still on the ATV. There was no footprints around. They came in looking for him with the state police, everybody else. They had the dogs looking for him. Never picked up any scent, and there was nothing on the cameras that these people disappeared. Where'd they go? So 250 feet in the thick brush, the state police had a drone, and after 3 days, they seen color like clothing, and these people were laid side by side. Now these people were 60, almost 70 years old, and she couldn't walk. Side by side, right on side of each other in the thicket. Now, how did they get there? My thought process is he probably seen one back there, and he's going to get his wife, and they're going to go back there and kill this thing. And it didn't work out for him. And to this day, I try to find out if autopsy, anything else about him, what happened to him. It's like a safe shut. Nobody says anything about what happened to him. They have no clue. So there's other cryptids around here too. The Jersey Devil, I'm sure you heard about him too.
Oh
And
yeah. Yeah, I've heard of that. That's a
I got
big
a,
one in New
I
Jersey,
got a
right?
picture of him too. I got a picture of him too back about I don't know,
Wow.
12 years. Yeah, but they're
Cool.
around. I mean, there's a lot of things around here, but it's people don't realize. You go out in the woods and a lot of people go missing every year. Is it them doing that? Could be. Uh, or they could be going in another portal and just getting lost. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say out of all the people that go missing in the woods every year, I would say at least half of them would have to have run into either an animal that killed them or a cryptid that killed them or took them to wherever they take them. You know what I mean? At least half. You know. But yeah, okay. Well, hey, Greg, I was gonna ask you something, man. So, what you told us about Bigfoot. Now, what is your belief, or what is your take on Dogman?
Take a dog man. What do you believe in dog man?
What I believe in dog men?
What do you
Dog,
think about it?
dog men are now people say they go, they kill, they do this and that. Unless I got a different type of dog man back where I live, they walk, they come right in front of me, 70, 80 feet, 90 feet, 100 feet in front of me. They don't do nothing. They'll stay there, and I can take a picture of them. I've gotten pictures, and, I send you a couple there.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I walk right amongst them in the swamp. They don't bother me whatsoever. Now, could that be because the Bigfoot family, they get along with them, and I'm okay with them, so they trust me? That
Right.
could be. That could be. But I mean, they are huge, and I've seen them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a dog man right there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's jump into the pictures, Greg, and if you can give us a brief description on each one, man. If you could do that, bro.
Well, this one over here was around the area where I said that came out to was following me. It's the same one was in that area that was following me. He was huge, but they blend in too. People just say, well, how do they do that? They blend into their surroundings, so they don't want to be seen.
Let me ask you
Uh,
something. Let me ask you something, Greg. This is what I see. I see eyes right here, another eye right here. I see like the nose or the snout, and I see the ears back here. Am I correct? Am I
right
correct?
there, that's an eye right there. The other eye's right there. They go down the snout right there, and you can see the nostrils. Okay, and then down would be the mouth just below that, and the ears are up top.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so those are the ears.
The ears right there. The ears right there.
Okay, I see it. And then this is the top of the head.
The top of the head's back down. The middle of the picture is the middle of his face, his whole head right there. Now
Oh,
that's down.
where you have it circled, right?
Yeah, the one in the circle is the one I'm talking about.
Okay, okay, okay. So those are his eyes, right?
Oh, go down.
Those are his eyes.
Go down. It's about another couple inches. Right. Okay. Go up a little bit. Up. There's his eye. There's his other eye. One eye right there. Now
Right
come
there.
down that whitish area in the middle. That's yeah. Go to your left.
Okay.
That's an eye right there. That's the other eye. Now in between the eyes, come down. That's the snout. That's the nose. You can see the nostril holes right there on the nose, just below that.
Right here.
Okay. Then you see the mouth. It's not open. It's shut.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, he's right here.
That's like a dog nose. It looks like.
Yeah, like a dog nose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to give it like an exact location or anything, but where around what area did you take these pictures? Like this one, for instance.
Where?
Yeah, like what forest or
Well, I don't want to get into specific areas, but
I mean just general area, general pine bearings or
general areas around the Millville, New Jersey area.
okay, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
cool, awesome. Okay, all right, cool. Well, thank you. Let's move on to the next picture.
All right.
Okay, what do we got here?
I don't
What
see
is
it yet.
what is this
Oh.
picture right here?
Okay. Right in the middle, there is a Bigfoot. You
Right
see
there.
it? No, go up. The dark spot right in the middle.
Yeah, right here.
Go up.
Up.
Right there. He's laying down. He's looking at me. He was about 200 feet away from me. And there's a stream that goes right to where he was going at, and it goes around that area there. And back in there, I've gotten that's one area where I got thrown off my bike I was telling you about. But he's laying there. You can see his face and all his body, and you can see his leg over the top.
Yeah, I see him. I see him laying down.
Yeah, yeah,
It's really marshy area around there, huh? Marshy area?
yeah, yeah,
Wow, okay. Cool. All right,
yeah.
let's move on to the next picture. Okay, tell us about this picture, Greg.
Okay, that one there is a dog man. I got arrows there. If I'm looking on TV with the screen there. But okay, there you go. The arrow, you
Yeah.
see the black arrow?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, the black arrow there is facing towards his head.
Okay. So that would be
Okay,
his head.
and the red arrow, there's his ear and his eyes and his head and his face right there. You can see it. And he's like laying down on the side of his head. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Where the red arrow is pointing now is his claw.
Yeah.
Red arrow claw
I see
right
that.
there. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. And you can see his eye. And you can see his snout.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And that's like a little. That's like you can see his eye and his snout now.
Yeah.
And his claw.
That almost looks like a hand right there, Greg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a kind of like a curled up in a fist hand. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that was
Awesome.
like that was a dig out on the side of a hill, and I guess it was them. They put the branch and everything over top so they can hide in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow, that's pretty cool, man. He's just hiding underneath that little, what is that, like a den or something? What is that? I mean,
it's like a den.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a den they stay in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, this picture here. What are we looking at right here, Greg?
Okay, that's the one that's it's a dog man coming out of the tree, out of their portal. You can see his head on the top part of the dark area. You can see his ears. His ears are pretty big.
I can see it right here. If this is what you're talking about, Greg, I can see it.
You
Let me
see him?
see. Yeah, let me right here.
That's his ears. That's his head, and his
Yeah, I
eyes
see
are
that.
you're at right now, and then his snout,
Right. Yeah, I see
and then
that.
then his feet. You can see his feet are coming out of the tree. And below him at the bottom part of the tree, you can see his body didn't come out of the tree yet, and you can see the legs like the feet are coming out. The legs there. You see on the bottom it's still a tree,
Yeah.
but there you can see his face. You can see his ears and eyes, and it looks like his foot coming out of the
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah, right here it looks like a foot or something coming out of a tree. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, man, that's yeah. Yeah, that's
And
wow.
I did a video last week and with the EMF meter, and I went over to them trees there, and
Right.
it was lighting up big time because the magnetic charge, I guess, from the portal and the whole ground area there is where they come out of trees, and they'll disappear. You'll see them for a split second, boom, it's gone.
Man, that's awesome. That's an awesome picture right there, Greg. Wow. I knew you had some good pictures, man, but wow, these are awesome. These are great pictures, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty neat, guys. And if anybody wants to go see his pictures, you can go visit Greg at his Facebook group, which is Bigfoot Truth, or his YouTube channel, which is Man of Light. So
I got 338 videos on my YouTube channel.
I know, man. I know. I've seen that. and by the looks of it, you've been having that YouTube channel for a while now, isn't it, Greg? Because I think you got like 2,000
I've had it
subscribers.
for 2 years now. Yeah,
Yeah, like 2 years now. Yeah,
yeah.
I know you got more than 1,500 subscribers for sure. But yeah, I'm like, man, he must have had that for at least two or 3 years or something. Yeah,
That there is another dog man. You can see you got your cursor right on him.
yeah, right here.
Yeah, he's like scrunched over. He's not standing up yet.
Yeah, he's hunched over. He's hunched over.
He's
Yeah.
hunched over. You can see his arms out front, and you can see his leg like behind him, like he's squatting. He was about, oh God, man, I want to say maybe 80 feet in front of me. But like I
Wow.
said, they don't bother me. They just were there. So I don't. I mean, I don't go up to him and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Pat him on the shoulder. You know.
Right. Right. Right.
How that? Not yet, anyway.
Right.
I keep telling my
It,
wife I'm gonna do a selfie with one day, and she says, "Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Nana said that one looks huge. Yeah, he does. He does look huge, man. It's like I know Aunt Rock said, "Whoa, yeah, that's a big guy, man. That looks like a huge head on that thing, man. Look at that.
he's a big boy. He's a big boy."
Yes, man. Look, and he looks muscular and everything too. It kind of looks like, you know what I'm thinking, Greg. He might have either came off of his 4 feet to two, or going back to four. You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking. Cause he's like
yeah,
halfway. He's halfway up or halfway down. Which
yeah,
either
yeah,
he's it's like kind of like slouching, but it's more like hunched. Yeah.
yeah.
You probably caught him off guard, like, huh? What's this guy looking at me? Man, that's an awesome picture, man. Wow, that's awesome, Greg.
Yeah, they're around.
Yeah, I want to congratulate you on your pictures, man, because the first time I seen them, I'm like, wow, man, dude, those are awesome pictures. I was like, what the hell? Like, damn, you can actually see the figure, you know, the shape and everything. I was like, man, and that's when I hit you up. Remember when you first started your Facebook group, because it's fairly new, right, Greg? It's
Yeah,
your Facebook group.
yeah. I've had
Your
it for about.
YouTube your YouTube is older, but your Facebook is fairly new. I'm
Well,
gonna
and
say like what?
I thank you. I thank you for helping it grow, man, because you sent a lot of people my way for that, and I really
Oh
appreciate
yeah, oh
it.
yeah, oh that definitely, and there's a reason for that too, Greg. I don't just do that with anybody, man. You know, but you convinced me with your pictures and your research and your videos that I've seen on YouTube that I like, man, this dude's legit. You know, he's the real deal. I like his pictures. I like his videos. I said, man, I'm gonna help him grow his new Facebook group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's why I sent a lot of people your way, man. Because you know, I'm not gonna send them. I'm not gonna send them. I'm sorry for the word, but I'm not gonna send them to a bullshit page or a bullshit group. You know, that they've seen
Appreciate
plenty of already. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
it. Yeah.
send them to something good. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, okay, no wonder why Carlito invited me to this group, because this guy's got good evidence and good pictures and good videos, right?
I
That,
appreciate that.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
And okay, well, let's go. Let's move on to the next picture.
yeah.
This one I couldn't really figure this one out. Can you tell us about this one?
Which one we got? Oh, that one there. My night camera took this over here. It's a Bigfoot. Um, if you go the whole side there where it's like white, you can see it's like furry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like in the middle it's white, it's like furry. You can see the fur. And you go up about in the middle, about a couple inches from the top. You'll see the head. You'll see the face of it, profile of the face looking down, and you could also see his hand with his fingernails touching the one that's in the front of it. If you get your cursor, okay, there's his face. There's his head right there where you got the cursor at now. You go a
Okay.
little bit, you'll see the face on the profile looking down.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm still trying to figure it out, but yeah, okay. So go up from where my cursor's at right now. Go up like over here.
right there. That's the head right there you got on now. That's the side of his head. He's looking down towards.
Oh, I think I picked it up. Okay, this is his eye.
Oh, you don't see his eye.
Okay, it looks like an eye, and that looks like a mouth, and that looks like a snout.
Yeah, that's something
But
else. That's not
okay,
his eye.
I'm seeing something else then. I'm
Right,
seeing.
right there where you just had the cursor. Go back to your left a little bit.
Okay, right here.
Right there is his face. You can see it's like sticking out. You can see his nose and his mouth. Like, go down.
What's this dark area right here?
Those, I don't know what they are. That's not him though. That might be just the way light hit it. But that's right where you got it right now is where his mouth is and his nose, the profile looking to the side. Okay, now you see where your cursor's at now? Okay, now right there is his hand. No, go down a little bit. Go over, down, 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 down. You're going up. Go the opposite way.
I'm going down now.
You're right on the nose right now. He's looking. He's there. There's his hand right there. You see his fingernails on everything on it. You can see his fingers.
Oh, right here.
You see it?
Yeah, I see the fingernails. Yeah, right here.
Yep, yep. And he. If you go back, if you go straight up to about say like at 2 o'clock, and you'll see the shoulder, and you can see the chest on it. No, the other way.
Over here.
Oh, the other way. Go up about 2 o'clock.
Over here.
Yeah, go. Wait, you see where the hand was at?
Yeah, go right above it.
Okay, right. Okay, now come into the furry part. No, too much. Nope.
Right here?
Much. Nope. Go back where the fingernails are in the hand.
Right here.
No, go back where the fingernails are. You gotta go to the right more. Up, up, up. Right, the other way. Go to your right. Nope. Yeah, okay. Okay, go to your left then, I guess it would be. I'm looking at it from a different point over here. No, right, go up a little bit. Yeah, you got to go up. Well, you're on right now. You're on the waist area of it, the waistline. Now, go to your left. No. Yeah, you're going. Yeah, go, Carlita. Go back to where go. Yeah, you go back to where the hand was, where the fingernails are at.
Well, the hands and the fingernails are right here, for what I see.
Out or down more.
Down here. Down here.
Yeah, keep going down. That's his face. He's looking down. Now go down a little more. Nope. You gotta go up a little more. It's hard. I want to get the cursor and move it for you, but I can't do it on my hand.
Yeah. Oh man. I think we're on different up and downs and side to side. I think
Yeah.
like an airplane. I go up and you go down. I don't know. Right here?
Right there where you're at now, you go up a little bit. There's his other hand there over the top of that stick. And then you can see his arm and his forearm and his elbow and his tricep area. It goes to his shoulder, goes to his head. It's hard to explain to you because I'm not there with the
Yeah. I think your up is my down and my down is your up. I think that's what's going on.
That's right there. His tricep area, right there.
Right here.
You see how it curves in and all.
Yeah.
Then his elbow, then it goes down to his forearm, then down to his hand. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a tough one, but let's show everybody the best picture that you've sent me. You ready, guys? This is the best picture he sent me right here, coming up.
Hope
y'all ready. Hope y'all ready for it.
I know who it is too.
Right there. There it is.
Okay. Now people here, they ask me, what's the name of my Bigfoot fam? I got Kevin, and this is Roxanne. That's a portal tree right there. That's where she manifests most of the time. That's where I've seen her. I did a research back there, and I heard something, and about 150 feet away, I look and I see her on the side of the tree. I didn't want to get close. I talked to her, I recorded her and everything else. I didn't want to get close, but I didn't know if she knew who I was, and I didn't want to, harm her. But that was a while ago. That was like last year. So now you can see we're like best buddies right now. So I go to her, and I could stay right there and talk to her, and you can see her foot where your cursor's at. you can see her foot there, and the other foot's down, right in front of almost in front of my leg.
Right here.
Well, yeah, no, you're off the screen now.
I'm like right on the bottom part of the. Matter of fact, let me magnify that real
Right there,
quick.
that's her ankle and her foot. See how big her foot is?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, and it goes out. That's your foot right there, and that's your other foot back there.
Yeah, it
And
looks like
like
the.
I said, I don't know what size shoe she takes, but you can see her toes there too. That's her ankle and her foot
Wow.
and her leg, and she's there. I'm 6 foot tall, so I'm estimating her to probably be between 6 to 7 foot tall, maybe a little more.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you can see
thinking.
her face.
I'm thinking like more like 8, man. Because if you're 6 right here, from there to there is like around 8 foot. I mean, that's a lot. That looks like 8 foot to me. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
But
Wow.
I can go right up to her and talk to her, and she don't
Really?
talk talking, but she'll on my audio recorder I'll pick up on her talking. Sometimes I hear her, but I'm right there, man. You can see how close I am to her, and she don't even budge. She's there.
Yeah. So how
But
do you
this,
know? How do you know she's a she? And how do you know her name is Roxanne?
they told me.
They
I asked, I
told
said,
you?
what's your name? I said, what's your name? Roxanne.
Really?
And a lot of people say, well, a lot of people say, well, how come they have human names? I didn't give them the name. They are human in a different way. Now, maybe it could be a different pronunciation on their part, but
Hmm.
for me to talk to them, it's Roxanne. It might be Roxalula. I don't know in their language. I'm just saying, but they talk English to me too, so they understand everything I say. You know.
Really?
But she's there, and every time I go back here, if I want to see her, all I gotta do is call her name, man. She manifests herself on that tree for me there.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my selfie with the with the Bigfoot.
Right, right.
One of them, anyway, you know.
Okay, and there's some people saying drop a link, please, and someone else says I need his link as well. Can you tell them where they can find you, Greg, please?
Huh? Oh, my YouTube is Man of Light on YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and Bigfoot Truth on my Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything to join. Just click on there and subscribe, and I really appreciate it. I got a lot of things that I'm willing to share, and like everything I'm being shown, everything I'm showing you tonight, my pictures and all, is
Yeah.
everything that I believe to be a truth on my part, because I know it is with what I'm being shown and sharing with you all. Um, I hear a lot of people say, well, Bigfoot, they're going to kill you, they're going to do this and that. They threatened me, like I said, the first time I got back there. And I wasn't going to go back there for a while because I was scared, you know. And I mean, these things are huge. And I've seen other ones making her look like a midget, so to speak, because I've seen them as big as 10 foot tall. I mean, big.
Yeah, that's huge. 10 foot is huge. I've heard people say 15, but wow, I can't imagine 15. I can imagine, 8, 10, maybe even 12. But
Yeah.
man, 15 feet, that's
You
crazy.
want to know something too? You
That's a
want to know
tree.
something too,
Uh-huh.
Polito?
Yeah.
I believe that they're weightless. What I mean by that is, about a month and a half ago, I was walking along this area, not this area here, but close by to there, and I heard something. I looked up in a tree, and I took a picture of it. I'll send it to you. And
Mhm.
there was this cryptid up there. Thing was big. You can see his legs hanging down, everything, sitting on the branch that was about an inch thick. And that branch would have never held me. I'm 220 pounds. Would never held me. I know that. And this thing was up there. So I'm thinking to myself, they must go weightless, because if they can come from another dimension and come into our dimension, they can go unseen. They can, and they could be sitting on something in a tree. You would never even know it. they don't need heavy branches to be sitting on in person and looking at you. Dogmen too, and Bigfoot and other cryptids, you know.
Hmm.
So this is well, again, that's my thought process. I really believe that they're weightless when they want to be.
Right.
You know,
Right. Do you, being interdimensional beings, do you think they hold a power of invisibility, like where they can come in within, you know, our society, human society, and just kind of just walk around and look at everybody and nobody sees them? Do you think they might have that ability?
you can walk around and you wouldn't even know they're around you. I mean, I've had them sneak up behind me, like the little guy Kevin I tell you about.
Right.
Huh? Where?
But do you think they have the ability to become invisible?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Because
one thing is
I,
going through a tree portal, and one thing is becoming invisible. You know what I mean?
I've had them walk sitting in the woods with no wind blowing at all, and you can hear them walking around you. There's no deer, there's no animals walking around,
And you
but
can't see them.
walking around. So I walked out. I was walking out, and I came to the sandy area, right?
Hmm.
Um, and I seen a footprint. So I looked at the footprint, and right behind me, you heard a growl. And I mean, when I stayed behind me, it was like right over my shoulder, man. And all I had is my machete, and I had my camera. And I was afraid to turn around because it scared me big time. I'm back here by myself. So I turn around, and I'm looking. I'm taking pictures. There was nothing there. So I had my audio recorder going. I said, "Well, who was this? Who did this over here?" And they said, "Kevin." Kevin's a little juvie Bigfoot. He's always
Hmm.
playing tricks on me. He wanted to scare me, but you never seen him. Never seen him, but you can hear him. And he was right
Hmm.
there behind me, man. I'm staying right over my shoulder. That's how loud it was, and it scared me big time. But
Wow.
they can be invisible. Yes, they can. And I've seen things. I've taken pictures in front of me. As soon as I take the picture, boom, it's gone. Where did it go?
Yeah.
Where did it
Yeah.
go? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that happened so many times back in this area where I'm at, and it just amazes me every time I go back here. You know, I get a little edgy sometimes, you know, because there's other things back here too, just not dogmen and Bigfoot. There's other cryptids that are out there too. Some things that I've never even seen before, even thought about seeing. I've done pictures of them too. I mean, aliens and stuff like that. I've seen them back here too, Lolito.
Yeah.
I've seen.
I've heard. Well, I've seen three UFOs. Everybody knows I've seen three UFOs in my lifetime, but firsthand, like eyewitness. But you know how they say a lot of times that UFOs for some reason like to go in the deep dark woods and touch down. I don't know. I can't understand why. Now I can understand in civilization because of the magnetism. They say that UFOs charge their craft with lightning in a thunderstorm. I've seen that plenty of times, but I don't understand why would they go in the woods, isolated woods at that. I mean, there's nothing there for
Well,
them, so why would they go into the woods?
what I was told before, um, when they said they were going to kill me the first time I got became talking to them,
Hmm.
they said they don't like humans. They don't like humans because humans disrespect the beast of the woods.
Oh,
Meaning that they know that humans are out to destroy the woods, setting fires, trashing it, and
right,
killing of the animals that are there. They call them the beast as well, and
right,
that's why they don't like humans, and they hide from us because of that.
right. Yeah, because we don't respect the woods like we should. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Um, Guys in the chat, we're getting close to ending the interview here in just a little bit. But if y'all have any questions, y'all can go ahead and ask Greg whatever questions y'all want, and I'll be happy to put them up on the screen and have Greg answer them for y'all. Meanwhile, me and Greg are just gonna keep chatting and talking about these things, these beings in the woods. Greg, I wanted to ask you, man. So what do you think the connection is between cryptids and UFOs?
Um, I don't know. I don't know about that. This possibility is, like I said, I seen those two beams of light coming from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been, it could have been from that. Do they come through with UFOs and stuff? I don't know. I've heard that people seen them like that, and also I have seen orbs though, in broad daylight that I've taken pictures of, and there was in those orbs were faces of Bigfoot. You can see their faces in them. So do they travel in that sense of the manner too, like with orbs and stuff like that? I believe they do too. But they're spiritual beings. They're not like you know, I'm here, I'm going to tear you apart, I'm going to do this over here. I mean, they
Right.
could. I don't believe that they're all like that.
Right.
Um,
Because some people see a lot. The reason I'm asking is because some people think they're demonic. Some people think they're spiritual. Like my good buddy Abe Sears from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. He thinks
right.
they're spiritual and demonic too. So that leads me to ask you the question he's asking right now. He says, "Did you ever rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name to see if they disappear back into their realm?" Have you ever done that, Greg?
I've never done that.
Okay.
I've never. No.
Okay.
They
Because
know, they know who Jesus Christ is, because they
yeah.
told me that he's their Lord and Savior. They did tell me that. I got that recorded as well. But I never said anything about them like I rebuke you in the name of Jesus to get out of here. I never done that to them. No.
Okay. Because many people have called upon Jesus Christ, or God, or however you want to call it, and these things leave them alone, and they just turn around and go their way.
Well, I believe anything that is created, um, they have to listen to the power of God, of Jesus. So he's even the demons, even Satan. He has to listen to what Jesus says. Jesus had domain of everybody, of every creature, every being that there is, and they have to. If a person is scared because of what they see,
Hmm.
then they would probably say, I rebuke all evil in the name of Jesus. Then they
Right.
got to listen to that.
Right. Right. Yeah, that makes sense because I've heard many, 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 many encounters throughout the years, like
Yeah,
7 or 8 years now that I've been into cryptids. That when they say the name of Jesus or the name of the Lord or the name of God or whatever, however you want to call it, that they leave them alone. They back off. Basically, they back off and they go their separate way, whatever, and they just don't mess with them after that.
yeah,
And then where people are just like like this, and they just start praying, and boom, all of a sudden they look up and it's gone. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So it's that powerful. You know what I mean? And like you said, maybe God or Jesus is the ultimate. Uh, God that everybody respects, even them, even if they
Right,
are demonic, because the demons know who God is too, or Jesus.
right.
Yeah,
The demons will scatter.
yeah.
That they
Oh, scatter. Yeah, it's like
will
they're
scatter.
scared of that name. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But every
Okay.
time I go back there, as I'm riding in, because I got to go about like in a dirt road in the woods. It's about maybe a mile and a half to 2 miles back here, and I'm asking because I walk in the light of God, and to cover me and to help me, be safe coming back here. And it's so far it's working. Knock on wood, but
Yeah.
I mean, I say prayers before I go back here and all too.
Right. Right. Yeah. I've heard that from a lot of people.
You have to understand something. Where there's good, there's bad.
Yes.
So if a
Yes.
dimension opens up and it's a good dimension, there's another one. There's another one going over there in another dimension that could be bad. And
Yeah.
now, are they all evil? No, I don't believe that.
Right.
But
Okay. That's
but
what Obama just
like,
said.
and
Hmm.
just like humans, there's good and bad in
And
everything.
that's exactly what I was gonna ask you right there. You beat me to my question. That was my question that I was kind of
But
pondering and couldn't find. It just kept scattering in my brain, man. My my RAM my RAM ain't as fast as it used to be, man. My hard drive is a lot bigger, let me tell you, but my RAM is not as fast as it used to be. And that I got to go through three different languages to look for the answer in my brain because I'm trilingual. But yeah, man, that's what I was gonna ask you. That what do you think if they're good or bad? Because most people depict Bigfoot as being good, right? Like a good being, a good animal, forest keepers, creatures, guardians of the woods. You may say, and that sounds like they're good, right? They're good nature, right? But I have heard where Bigfoot or Big Feet or Sasquatches attack people and they throw rocks at them, they throw logs at them. I'm talking about 3-4 inch circumference logs at them like spears. So I mean, which is it? Are they good? Are they bad? Or are they just like us humans, where we have good and bad and everything in between? What,
right,
what what do you think about that? That was a question I was going to ask you earlier, but I just kept pondering and pondering, and it was just kind of scrambling in my brain. But that was the question that I wanted to ask you. What do you think? Are they mostly good
well,
or
where I'm at right now, I'm going to say they're good. I mean, unless you get like a little juvenile guy, they want to flex their muscles, so to speak. Like I was thrown off the bike,
right?
and that's scary. But um, I think at first I thought they were bad because they didn't know me. They didn't trust me. That trust came. It took a lot of time on both mine and theirs for me to trust them, and then to trust me. They know I'm a good man. That I don't mean any harm to either nobody out there, and they respect that. So you have to earn respect, and once you get that respect, I think um, like I said before, I think all the cryptids in that area know
Hmm.
who you are, and they know that you're not out to do anything to them. And
Right, yeah, just like Al Sanariga mentioned earlier, I've seen his comment where they know your intentions, right?
right,
So they know if you're good or bad, and they're gonna react to that. If you're good, they're gonna react good to you. If you're bad, they're gonna react bad to you, right? Just like dogs, dogs can smell people out, and they smell your intentions. That's what it is, dogs. So when you're a good person and you have good intentions, they smell you and they become friendly with you and they start sniffing you and they start wagging their tail. But when you're a bad person and they smell that, they start barking at you for no reason. You're like, what the hell? Why is this dog barking at me? He don't even know me. But that's because they smell your intentions. They smell that you're that you're an aggressive person. You know what I mean?
like I said before too, they know your heart. They read your mind. They know your mind, what your intentions are before we even get there. And
Yeah.
you have that intention, you want to get them, you want to try to kill them. And if you have a gun with you, and if you, just by chance you do shoot at one or do something, which I don't believe you can do, I don't believe you
Yeah.
can kill.
Yeah, no,
You'll
that's
never, you'll never make
definitely not a good idea. If you have a gun on you, I mean, man, it's not a good idea to shoot at one of them because first they're hard to kill, and second they overpower you, and it's more of them than you. So The best I heard somewhere. The best thing to do is save one bullet for yourself if you're in that
And
type of
here's the
situation.
thing too. You can get a whole family of them
Yeah,
that you won't be able to see.
yeah. A whole clan that's
You
not too
heard
far
one.
away, but you can't even see them. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Absolutely,
Thing to get
man.
away. You can't.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Primal Crest said they are masters at reading energy. They know. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically, what it all boils down to is that they have, well, they can read your intentions and they can, they can react. Like I said, react. Like how you treat me is how I'm gonna treat you, right? And that's we humans do that too. But you know how humans have. There's some humans that have they're just born bad. They're just they're just born serial killers or killers in the making or whatever, and they're just born to hurt animals and torture animals. That's how they start, serial killers. They start torturing animals, then they move on to bigger things, and then they finally move on to humans until they're caught. Right? But you know how they're just bad. They're just bad people. They're just bad apples. They're just born that way. But do you think either Bigfoot or Dogman could be born that way as well? That's the real question.
Yeah. They mark their areas too, with the trees being snapped and all that. And
Hmm.
I think that they had the respect for each other's territory. You
Right.
know. And this is this family over here. They snap them. And you can see in different areas where I do my research. They don't break the tree all the way off. They snap it down. I've seen them 9 inches in diameter, Carlito.
Yeah,
Just
I
snap,
believe it.
and I mean,
Yep.
and the tree's still living. Where they bend them over, a tree doesn't grow bent over. It
No,
grows.
no.
They mark their areas over there, and
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen trees bent over like that, or heard of trees being bent all the way over to where how where it starts from the ground and it grows, and they're
right,
bent all the way back to where they started like that. And there's no
yeah,
possible way that that's natural. There's no way a tree to grow up like that and come right back down to where it started. It's that's impossible. It's
right,
preposterous. That's unheard of. But
exactly,
something had to do that. You know what I mean? So when you find those type of trees like that, there's a cryptid in the vicinity, and most likely it's Bigfoot.
yeah, yeah,
Bigfoot are the one that do that with the trees and the plants and all that. Doug
yeah,
Hodgachek, the guy I just interviewed, Doug Hodgachek, right? He's a producer for Monster Quest on History Channel. I just interviewed him, like I said, about a month ago. He was my last guest, and he said that he walked off into a bank. They were on a river. They were on a boat, and he walked off into a bank where he saw these trees just bent completely over. You know what I mean? And like vines and stuff, and they were just bent. They weren't stepped on. They weren't cracked. They weren't anything. They were just bent all the way over. He's like, "Whoa, dude, what could have done this?" And it sparked his curiosity. And later on, that they found out that there were in fact uh,
right,
Bigfoot around that area.
right, right.
Hmm.
But people don't know what to look for. But I try to educate them. I've gotten my videos and it shows of these trees how they are.
Right.
So if the people want to check out some, I got 338 videos, so you can pick and choose which ones you want to watch.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of videos. Wow, 138 videos. Wow, I didn't even know you had that many. I thought you had like maybe 50 or something.
No, I got a lot. There's a lot of
That's
stuff on there. I've done investigations on people that were missing too, and I've done
Oh,
investigations and actually found where they're at.
right,
Uh, that's another discussion.
right.
But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
another topic for another day. Yeah. Okay, man, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool, man. That you actually done investigation on missing people. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's really cool of you to do that. To help people like that.
I appreciate it. I'm an inquisitive person. If somebody said you can't do this, I said, why can't I do it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you I can do it. And I was always like that ever since I was a kid. And I always got to try to bring out the truth and stuff, and that's what I'm about.
Right.
And
Right. Hence your name. Hence the name of your big Facebook group, Bigfoot Bigfoot Truth. Right.
yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. I love that. And yeah, I got to go back and check out more of your videos, man, because the few that I've seen, I was blown away, man. I'm like, wow, dude, damn, like this
Oh,
guy's
I
really
appreciate
got
it.
really good evidence, man. Yeah, and then that's what made me want to recommend you to all my friends, man. You know, and invite them over to your great Facebook group. But yeah, where it's really at, it's in your YouTube channel. That's where it's really at, because that's where you have all your videos and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and your researchers and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Stephen Kramer, how's up? What's up, buddy? Stephen. Yeah, he says Greg's the real deal. Yeah, he is. Man,
Appreciate it, man.
yes, sir, brother. And yeah, man. Like I said, I hope your Facebook group keeps growing. I know it will. I know it will, because it's like a snowball. You know, it
Yeah,
starts off small, then it starts growing, and after that, it just rolls by itself. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. But yeah, no, man, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing everything you shared with us tonight, Greg. Thank you. I
well,
really appreciate
the
that. Yeah.
opportunity. I appreciate the opportunity you've given me, and um,
Yes.
you know, hopefully we can do it again one day. You know.
Yes. Stephen Kramer says he's got one where there's a dogman in a den, and it's
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we seen a picture earlier where there's a dogman in a den. And Stephen, thank you for that, though. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you, Primacry. Primacry said, great show, Carlito and Greg. Yes, thank you, Primacry. Say hi to Dark Woods for me. I don't know why he didn't make it tonight, but it's okay. Just tell him I said hi. And thank you for coming. He might have been busy, or might have been with something that he couldn't be here, but it's okay. Um, Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Thank you. Like I said, I want to apologize for being absent in the podcast shows, but I was, like I said, I was just so overwhelmed with work lately that I really couldn't find the time to set up a date for a new show. So until now that I found Greg, and I was like, man, I like this guy, man. I gotta interview this guy, man. He's got so much
I,
great evidence. Yes,
I appreciate everything,
yeah,
Polito, and everybody here that just watched the show. I appreciate everybody for watching, and hopefully you learned a little something from what I told you
yeah,
tonight. Like I said before, I'm trying to bring the truth about everything, and that's what I'm about. So, um,
yes, exactly.
but
Yes,
I love
and we need people
it
like
all,
you,
man,
Greg.
and I appreciate the opportunities
Yes, sir.
that you give me, and for helping my Bigfoot Truth page grow, man. It's amazing what you've done for me there, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Absolutely, bro. No problem at all, man. I like to
Okay.
help people that I consider, genuine and truthful,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and yeah, man, yeah. I'm gonna continue inviting people. By the way, I might have invited maybe 300 or so, or 400, but I'm gonna continue to invite more people
Yeah.
as we go. But yeah, well, all right, guys. I guess that's about time for us to wrap it up tonight. And I seen a couple of you had questions, and more of you were more astonished on what Greg had to say tonight, and tell us his stories. Share his stories with us tonight. Isn't that right, Greg? Greg?
What?
Yeah, that a lot of people. I think a lot of people were more entertained on the stories that you shared with us tonight.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you know what? I really enjoyed tonight. Like I said, this is
yeah,
like the I've ever done. This long. I did one a couple years ago. I guess it was with Mike, and But since then, I've come a long ways in my research, and I love doing what I'm doing. And like I said, man, you give me the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And everybody out there, I love you all, and thank you for watching. And hopefully we can do it again soon.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you. Yeah, that's okay, Nana. That's one of my best friends in the cryptid world. She's like a sister to me. She says, "Thank you for the show. So much to see." Absolutely. Laura, her name is Laura. She goes by OK Nana. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Laura, and I appreciate you for your kind words. And yes, it was a lot of information that Greg could share with us tonight. So that made the show amazing tonight. and and yeah, I think we had a good show tonight, man. I really do. I think we had a really informative show tonight, Greg. Thank you for being here tonight, man. Thank you for accepting my invitation for to coming on the show tonight, Greg. I just think you had good enough things for me to want to be interested in having you on my show. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. When I invite somebody to my shows, I think that they're interesting enough for me to have them, and not one from the bunch. You know what I mean?
I
So
got you. I
yeah,
appreciate it. Too. I enjoyed
yes,
it.
yes, 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 absolutely, man. Thank you, Greg. Well, all right, guys. That wraps it up for tonight. And I don't know yet. I have a few people that I'm interviewing or pre-interviewing right now, and that I'm kind of trying to set up for the near future. So I don't know who's next. I can't tell you right off the bat, but when I do, I will let y'all know in the groups. And thank you everybody for being here tonight. And we will see you next time. Do you have any closing comments, Greg, that you might want to add, buddy?
Um, Closing comments. Well, I'll tell you what. Those who are boots on the ground, like myself and others, when you go out there, be careful. Don't take anything for granted. Always have that sixth sense going, and always be aware. Look in the trees, look on the ground, look behind you
Looking
all
up.
around.
Yeah.
And and it's just not them. But I mean, why go back where I'm at? There's wild animals back there too. So
Yeah. Hmm.
heads up, and snakes. I come across snakes. I hate snakes. So, but just be careful out there, and God bless you all. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you, Codito.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, man. And thank you, everybody here tonight. And, everybody that attended tonight. Seen a couple of people already logged off because it's kind of late and it's probably their bedtime, which is okay. And, but thank you, everybody who stuck around to the end. I know a couple of you are night owls like Aunt Rox. Okay, Nana's a night owl. Bama. So thank you guys. Thank you, Bama, for coming in tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Steven Kramer, thank you for joining, buddy. And that being said, we'll see you guys on the next show. Like I said, I will let y'all know as soon as I know. I'll put it on my Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom group, and I'll put it on NADP Region 4 group as well, okay? All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Greg, especially Greg. Thank y'all, everybody. We had a great night tonight. Thank you. God bless, and we'll see y'all on the next show. Peace out.
Thanks.
Carlito signing out.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.